Hey, welcome back. I think you're just supposed to scan these lights. I thought I did that, but that's what it says. Scan the lights. Nope, maybe. Initiated, right? Okay, good. I'm going to the dark world. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Is that the Dark World song? I forget. I think it is. I guess today I will try to finish my Solve for Happy book notes, which is a book that I'm reading called Solve for Happy. You try to solve for happy, but that's the book. What's happening? That doesn't look good. Game over. Do I get a dark suit? Okay, these bubbles are like you're safe in the bubble, but... Ow. Well, yesterday I was talking about how he was trying to define who you're not. Protect you. Okay, yeah, I knew that. So you're not your body, you're not your accomplishments, you're not your thoughts. One of the interesting things he said is you're not your ego. It's hurting, it's hurting, it's hurting. Oh, shoot that. Okay. Don't last forever. You're not your ego. I guess I've always had a hard time understanding what is your ego and all that stuff. I know I guess it's like a Freud thing. It's like your id and your ego. I hear people talk about it all the time. I always forget which one is which and stuff. Your ego, I guess, is your sense of self. It's like how you perceive yourself, how others perceive you, who you think you are. And obviously all those things are just, they're actually manufactured. They're not a real thing. It's not who you are. You aren't who you think you are or who you perceive yourself as. So like if I was to say, oh, I'm a quiet person, that's a perception, but it's not actually who I am. It's an ego. It's my ego? I don't know. Did I kill everybody? I care a lot about how people perceive me, I think. I mean everybody does, I'm sure. Yeah, I want people to think I'm a good person, for sure. I also want myself to think I'm a good person, but that's part of it. Because technically I'm not me, right? I'm the guy outside. Go, 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 go. What is that? I don't know. Don't look at it. Don't look back. Ah. Something. Okay. That's a save point. That's good. Boo, 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 boo. The sound last week when I played Mario's RPG wasn't working for some reason, so I just put random music up. I don't know why. Hopefully it works this week. Yeah, I don't know. He said, I don't really know what the point of that is. He tried to make a point about it like, well, stand in front of a mirror and imagine yourself taking off things that are put on for perception purposes only, for your ego only. So like, if you put on an earring because you like the way other people, because you think other people will like you more if you wear it, or you like the way you feel when you wear it, because then take it off. Take off everything that's like that. That has to do with perception. Like, you like being perceived this way as someone who would wear these kind of earrings, or have this kind of a haircut, or have this tattoo. I don't like this guy, he's scary. Let's kill him. I don't know where to go. Where do I go? No, where are you going? I can't move in here. This reminds me a little bit of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Do you remember that? I haven't played that game in a long time. But there's like a part where you have these little crystals that protect you from like bad guys and stuff, and you have to carry them around. That game wasn't great, I don't think. What is this thing? I want to die. Oh, there he is. He was kind of like whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. I guess that's it for the book. I don't know. I got to today, the beginning. There are 3 illusions so far that I got. Well, there are 6 illusions, and I got through 3 so far. The third one is illusion of knowledge, which is kind of... I don't think I have that problem, but it's nice to hear someone say, like, a lot of people's unhappiness comes from the illusion of knowledge, which is you think you know how everything is supposed to go, and when it doesn't go the way it's supposed to, you get upset. So it's helpful to just understand that you don't know almost anything. I mean, you don't really know anything. You're talking about like Isaac Newton, how he discovered gravity or whatever. Oh, this little guy. After Isaac Newton discovered gravity, everybody was all arrogant about like, oh, we know how gravity works and we know how the planets work, but they didn't have it exactly right. Einstein came along and was like, well, time doesn't work the way you think it does, it's different. And there's pushback against anything that's against the common, like, agreed upon knowledge, because there's this illusion that, like, we know everything, and so everything is fine. So if you push back against that, people get mad. I was listening to that, and I was kind of worrying, like, well, if a flat earth person listened to that, they might get the wrong idea. Like, I'm right. See? That's not exactly how it works. It's like, you're regressing backwards. The whole point of knowledge is, like, we get more knowledge as we go. We used to think the world was flat. We got more knowledge. The world isn't flat, but we didn't have it completely right yet. We learned, well, the Earth goes around the sun next, or whatever. And there are things that Einstein said that are wrong and that he didn't get completely right. Even though he got most things right. He's a pretty smart guy, that Einstein. I think he knew what he was talking about. Ow, 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 ow. It's like when you're at the beach and the sand is hot and you gotta get to the water. It's too hot. Ow, 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 ow. Where do I go? What do I do in there? Ooh. How do I get that? Nintendo, they do like their Dark World stuff, where like there's the light world and then it's the dark world where it's the same world but it's like a little bit different. They do that in a lot of Did they ever do that in Mario? I'm sure they do. Because they do it in Zelda a lot. So they've done it in Metroid. Do they do it in Splatoon? I've never played Splatoon. Is there a Dark World? Okay, this guy looks tough. Uh-oh. Jump, jump. Okay, should I shoot missiles at him? Ah, I haven't saved in a very long time. Gonna make you jump. Ah! You actually heal when you're in the thing, so that's good. They can't look at my notes. What they could talk about? I don't know. Shoot him with the missile. I think you get a jump thing after you beat this guy. Stop shooting me. That's cool. Like the bubble heals you, but those little beams push you outside the bubble. So. Ow. This guy's tough. With a missile. I'm out of missiles. Nope. No. I watched a movie. Jump. Ah, shoot. The Trial of the Chicago 7. That was good. It's an Aaron Sorkin movie. I was thinking about it like, I don't know, like, reminded, it's a courtroom. I mean, there aren't really a lot of courtroom movies anymore. And I think it's probably Aaron Sorkin's first one since A Few Good Men. Ooh. Well, because it's a courtroom movie, it reminded me of God's Not Dead 2. But it's like, oh, it's like a good version of that. I don't know. Well, sometimes I think, is this what people who, I don't know, who like agree with the kind of God's Not Dead ideology? Is this, do they feel the same way I feel when I watch Trial of the Chicago 7? Like, oh, this is cool, but it's because I agree with it. I mean, you can't compare the people who made God's Not Dead 2 to Aaron Sorkin, obviously. That's not a fair comparison. But, I mean, there are moments in the Trial of the Chicago 7 where it's like, well, this is kind of gross. Like, it's too much. It's too cinematic. It's too movie-y, too showy. Like, I guess I'll spoil it. I mean, I like the ending. A lot of people online, they were kind of making fun of the ending, but I thought it was funny. There were people who didn't like the ending because it was too cinematic. So, the last scene, they're in the courtroom, and the defendant, the movie's about like in the 1960s these group of people protested the Vietnam War, and there was kind of like this riot, so they're on trial because it's kind of complicated about like the politics of it, but it's not complicated when you watch it, but I wouldn't be able to explain it in a couple minutes. This guy's tough. So the main defendant guy, the judge is being kind of like a jerk the whole time, and he says to the main defendant, oh, "Okay, I'll be easy on you in my judgment if your closing statement is like respectful and short and apologetic." Sorry. And the main guy's like, oh, what was the last word you said? And then the judge is like, short. And then the main guy says, there are 5,200 people who have died in the Vietnam War since it started last year. These are their names. And then he just starts listing everybody's name and their rank and stuff. And then, yeah, it's kind of dumb. The judge is like, I need order, and he's banging the gavel, and that's how the movie ends. That's kind of stupid, but I like it. Oh, he's almost dead. Come on, I get the jump thing now. Double jump, high jump, super jump, triple jump, backy jump, forward jump, sidey jump, jumpy jump, screwy jump. Is that the screw jump? No. This is kind of stupid. It's a little boot. Okay. Whoa, super shoes. Whoa, jumping so high. I bet you can't jump that high. Maybe space jump boots. It's a double jump. Cool. Yeah. When they give you the jump, it's like, you could jump to the ceiling. I could reach it. I can't even jump out of this little bubble. Can you triple jump? No, it's just 2 jumps. Jump. Okay, I went over today. Whoops. See you tomorrow.